Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this path to divine love. And I have twice already this morning, the willow has come up. And whenever things come up two times, then I'm like, okay, I know you want me to do a message. So one was a lady who contacted me, and then also one of my best friends, she has got some gorgeous little puppies, and one of them is going to be called Willow. So I was like, okay, I know I need to do a message from the willow tree. And that's something that was like so key to my, like when I was, I guess, waking up to all of this, be like all of the repetitive things that kept coming up. And whereas before I wouldn't really notice, I really noticed everything and then would just like research all the time. I'm like, what's the spiritual meaning of this? And so it is, yeah, it's kind of cool that we can go on this like little exploratory tour and like piece together the messages that come through, follow all the guidance that comes through from all different, from all different methods. And so the message of the willow is this. Even his mellifluous name, Willow, evokes every twisting nuance of the tree's lunar, watery nighttime vibration. That's crazy. The other puppy is called Luna. Indeed, wherever Willow appears in literature, folklore, or art, which is quite often throughout cultures and continents, he seems to be shrouded in mystery and in magic. As Willow is masculine and the moon is generally perceived as feminine, you might think of Willow as the moon goddess's devoted ethereal priest and one who is quite the master of his vocation. The magical uses of the willow is in Under the Willow Tree by Hans Christian Andersen. A lovesick young man named Knud embarks upon an ill-planned foot journey in winter to revisit his childhood home, in large part because his aching heart feels drawn to a willow tree there, which he and his lost childhood love referred to as the Willow Father. Along the way, he encounters a different willow tree, under which he lies down, has a beautiful dream and dies. The following passage illustrates the Willow Father's energetic likeness to a supportive masculine divinity. A willow tree grew by the roadside. Everything reminded him of home. He felt very tired, so he sat down under the tree and very soon began to nod. Then his eyes closed in sleep. Yet still he seemed conscious that the willow tree was stretching its branches over him. In his dreaming state, the tree appeared like a strong old man, the Willow Father himself, who had taken his tired son up in his arms to carry him back to the land of home, to the garden of his childhood, on the bleak open shores of Koji, I think. Isn't that interesting? The willow trees in Japan is associated with ghosts. So the directing energy, like the water element with which it is so aligned, willow wood is a strong and flexible conductor of energy. This makes willow sometimes referred to as the tree of enchantment, a natural and popular choice for magic wands, particularly for people who feel a strong connection with nighttime, emotions, and the moon. I love that. So the willow, also, if you feel that your heart is broken because of a breakup or a loss, visit a willow when the moon is in Cancer. Sit comfortably in his shade and allow him to soothe you. Simply notice your breath as it goes in and out, and let yourself relax deeply and allow yourself to be soothed, coddled, and consoled. So, isn't that so? Both of them, both of the tree messages recently have been about they've been about healing hearts, and so that is just really special that it was like the divine, the masculine energy, going for going to heal his aching heart. Oh, that's kind of cute, isn't it? Well, I guess that's what wanted to come through. We've had two messages recently about the healing heart, and remembering that that's what we are doing, right? Healing each other through collective through collective healing, through collective energy releasing and kind of awareness, and knowing that we are like collectively doing it and coming together. So that was on page 39. So that is so I will read letter 39 from the Divine Love Letter books. So here we go. Let's do 39. So that I love you, love everything about you, and love that you make me understand and wake up to what love really is. Not the fairy tale love, but the true, real, timeless love that has lasted eons and binds us together forever. The love that I never anticipated finding or never knew existed. It's such a beautiful thing to find the essence of who I am, to find you. You are the one to set me free, to bring me all the way back to the purity and essence of our being, to bring me back to our oneness and the oneness of everything. I want you to know that I'm in awe of you. I want you to know that I cannot wait to touch you again, feel you, stroke your hair and put my hands on your face. Your face is like the face of an angel and is etched in my eyes and in my heart forever, longing for the day to come back together, where we can be together again. Right, so the Wisdom of Love Oracle is just right in front of me. I love this deck as well. And so because of that, and because the sun has just come out, let's have one card from the Wisdom of Love Oracle, because we've had the message from the willow tree, which is about, again, about heart healing, and that lovely story about it's the divine masculine energy, and the little boy went to a tree which reminded him of his childhood love. And so if you're a part of the crystal grid that I do, then that is all based around the forest lovers who are entwined together for eternity around the oak tree. So trees are very, very, very special, and they play a big part, especially for this, for me, and if you connect to this channel, and then, you know, we are all using the sacred wisdom of the trees basically to help us bring down these connections, to feel like the roots going from your feet into the ground, so you really feel connected to this universe. So you're like, so that we're all passing energy through, you know, and all helping. So let's have a look. I'm curious to see all that glitters. Look at that. The masks have to come off. Notice what number it is. 16, which was the letter from yesterday. See how everything is so super intertwined. So 16 is saying the masks have to come off, because the golden energy, the rainbow energy, the golden energy is rising. And so that means that the old ways of being have to be let go. So the message of the oracle is this: it is only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It is natural to want to acquire the trappings of status, or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place or thing, or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them, and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or the person? That's, you know, especially after this year of lockdown, it's really made you realize that all of kind of like the material stuff really doesn't count, does it? Because at the end of the day, we are all literally exactly the same. And you know, what's important is the connection that we have with people, is, you know, the feeling, and just really simple things, you know, going for, you know, being out, you know, we've all connected so much more to nature, which is why a lot of the tree messages have been coming through, because actually it's realizing that all of the, you know, all of that superficial kind of material stuff doesn't you know, it doesn't cut it in the end. It's like experience, life, connection, connection and understanding that we are part of this wider web of love, web of light. So I'm going to do one more because I'm just very drawn to do one more card. So let's see. the fox. So you know that I love the fox, because I always say use the power of the fox to help you and your twin come home. Because the fox spirit animal, all you have to do is every morning say, please fox, be with me, be with my twin, help us come home. And the fox is extremely wily, and they can get themselves out of sticky situations and always get to come home. So we have been in this state of observation for a long time. And so it is all about, like I say, like watching the signs the universe brings, you know, observing and then researching. So most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain a perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment that you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek, and you indeed will find it. Ooh! So illumination, right? It's what we're all seeking. This, you know, this is why we have to spend time on our own. If you're part of, you know, this soul group and you're part of this twin flame kind of energy field, then a lot of that is about spending a decent amount of time on your own, because you couldn't you need that time on your own. You need time to go within. You need time to really focus on your own intuition and to listen to that. And so very often that means, you know, breaking away from kind of life, really. Not life, but, you know, very often you'll be put into, your life will change so that you will be given times where it is literally you on your own. And that is, just trust that that's happening for you to do this, to illuminate from within. So I really hope that helps. Again, if you would like to have a healing, a reading, a channeling, or to get any of my books, please do. All details are in the link against this video. But as ever, in the meantime, I really hope you stay well, stay bright, and stay switched on to the light. See ya. Bye.